Hi, Daria. Sorry, the recording was paused. So we are going to do
Ma'am, can you
agriculture
tell
today.
which chapter?
Yeah, we are going to do agriculture, chapter 4 in geography. Okay. Hi, Sithri, are you ready? Fine. Take out your chapters and let me do. Let me also start, and I'm going to share my screen. Tell me if it's visible. So we are going to do agriculture. What do you know about agriculture in India? Chitri, can you reply to me? You have any problem with your mic, or you are able to hear me, or you don't have a mic to respond to, or just send me a message, please. I have never spoken to you. You have never corresponded with me. You never talked to me. What happened? Are you there? Okay, we will continue with agriculture. And okay, so India's two-third population is engaged in agricultural activities. So that is why India is mostly dependent on agriculture. agriculture. Okay, and agriculture is our primary activity, and we not only produce food, we also produce raw materials. Okay, and that is what we have been doing for a long time. Okay, now we are going to study in this chapter, we are going to study the types of farming, we are going to study the cropping pattern, and we are also going to talk in detail about major crops. Fine. Okay, so what do you know? We have three types of farming. Okay, primitive subsistence. Subsistence means, like we have studied before also, we have the uh, definition of subsistence is necessity, fulfilling your necessity. So primitive subsistence farming is there when we are fulfilling our own needs. We are growing a little bit of wheat, we are growing a little bit of rice also for us to eat, we are going planting some uh, we are planting also some vegetables for us, we are also planting some oil seeds, so we are using all this inside our house. So for our own necessity, when we doing farming, we are doing primitive subsistences. Okay, now intensive means when we have a large family. In intensive subsistence, we are in primitive farming, we are using plow, and we are using all the primitive tools that is used by man. Okay, and in intensive subsistence, when we are doing this farming, we are using chemicals, we are using machinery also, and we are using pesticides also. Why? Because we have, but we it is for our own use, because we have a larger family to feed. Okay, and we have this is used where there is a larger populations. But when we come for commercial farming, where as the name describes, commercial is something where we are going to be earning money from. Okay, so this farming is done when we want to earn money out of our farming. So three types of main farming is there. Let's talk about the first one. That is the type of farming, primitive subsistence farming. Okay, so this type of farming is only performed for self-consumption, or you can say survival. Like we have to eat, fine. It is practiced over small patches of land. When a person has a small land, okay, he does the farming for himself. Okay, he'll grow some brinjals, he'll grow some chili, he'll grow some coriander, and he will consume it for making his own food. It is performed with the help of primitive tools like hudua, digging sticks, and family community labor. The people of the family are working in there. They do not hire any labor from outside. Okay, this type of farming depends upon monsoon. Okay, natural fertility. They do not use any chemicals to fertile the soil. They do not spray any pesticides or any chemicals. They use a natural soil or fertility of the soil. In this type of farming, crops are grown naturally. Okay, it is a slash and burn agriculture. What is slash and burn? What happens? So when there is a what they do, they dry the land and then they burn it. Fine, they burn it, and when they burn the ash, they it mixes with the soil and it becomes fertile. So when they see that when the farmer clears a patch, okay, and produces crop on it, when the soil fertility decreases, the farmer shifts and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish the fertility of the soil through natural process. Like you see in the figure, okay, he uses this uh, land, and then then he leaves it, he burns it, and then he leaves the ash on the soil to become to fertility for fertility, and then he starts plowing and he starts farming on the other patch of the land. Okay, now when then he applies the same process, and then this way they keep shifting. So this is also called shifting, and then this is also called slash and burn. Let me get you, yeah. Okay, so it is a slash and burn agriculture. Farmer clears a patch of land and produces cereals and other food crops. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. It is known by different names in different parts of the countries. It is known as jhuming in the northeastern states. Okay, so it's known as jhuming in the northeastern states, and it is known by different names. Okay, so here it is known as jhuming. Okay, and in Andhra Pradesh, it is known as Deepa, and Andaman and Nicobar also it is known as Deepa. And in this process is used all around the world. And Mexico, it is called Milpa, and Central America, it is called Milpa. Okay, and in Venezuela, it is called a Conuco. In Central Africa, it is Masol. Okay, in Vietnam, it is Ray. Okay, and in Indonesia, it is Ladang. You don't have to memorize this. Let us. It is just for your knowledge. In second type of farming, intensive subsistence farming. Fine. This type of farming is also performed for self-consumption, for the use in the family, or for survival. This type of farming is practiced in a on high population pressure. Means there are more members in the family. Okay, to feed. In this farming, high doses of biochemical modern inputs and irrigation is used for obtaining higher production. Okay, so they are using tractors, you can see. They can use other pesticides, and they also hire labors. Okay, so pesticide, modern fertilizers is used, pesticides are used, tractor, harvester, thresher is used. Okay, fine. Okay, it is, we have studied this. Let us talk about further commercial farming. Okay, now in commercial farming, intensive subsistence farming. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, now next is commercial farming. Now this type of farming is performed with the main objective of earning money. Okay, like it is commercial. The main characteristic of this type of farming is used for higher doses of modern input. Higher doses are modern means they use hybrid, high yielding seeds. Okay, they use chemical fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides. Tractors are used. Okay, and plantation is done mostly for money. Okay, or you can say the Indian currency. Yeah, this is the logo for the Indian currency. Okay, they do a small comparison. Okay, so in primitive subsistence, rice is grown for one family, or you can say, and it is used for self-consumption. It is often done with in small land, and it is their primitive tools are used. Okay, now intensive modern machineries are there. High productivity on small land is done. Okay, and in case there is a commercial farming, a large land area is used, and modern machineries and inputs are taken in for selling. And this is means mostly they sell their harvest. Okay, and their intention is to earn good money. So this is the comparison between the three. Fine. Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any doubts? You all understand so far? C3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's nice to talk to you. You understand so far, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So we'll continue. Just hold on. I have somebody at the door. Okay, I'm back. So next, commercial farming, we have plantation. Plantation is also commercial farming. Okay, and now in this, a single crop is grown on a large area. Okay, now in case they have corn, so they will have, in case they have maize, they have will grow in a large area. So in this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area, and these crops are cultivated over large areas and sold as raw materials to industries. So this they use mostly tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, and banana also. They have large plantation in a big area. Okay, so we are going to now study about the cropping pattern that is practiced in India. So mostly we can see we have food fiber crops, we have vegetables, we have fruits, we have spices and other condiments, fine. And we are going to study mainly the three cropping pattern that is in India. We have the Rabi season, we have the Kharif season, and we have the Zaid season. Okay, the Rabi crops are grown in the Kharif season. The Kharif crops are grown, and in the Zaid season, Zaid crops are grown. We are going to study in details about them. First, we will go for the Rabi crops. What are the Rabi crops? They are, first of all, the season is between October and December. Okay, it is mostly in the winter. So Rabi is winters. Okay, now these crops are harvested in December from April to June. Okay, they are sown in winters and they are harvested in summer. You understand the difference between harvesting and sown, right? Means they plant it in winter and then they cut the crops and they use the crops in summers. Okay, so it is harvested. So some of the important Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. Okay. Now, where are these grown? These are grown mostly in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh. So mostly in the northern part of India. Though these crops are grown in large parts of India, most of them are in northern India. All of you understand? So we have a chart here also. Okay. So Rabi crop is there. It is from in winter. Okay. And it is sown in, you can say sown and you can say harvest. Okay. Sorry. This is sown in winters, okay, from October to December, okay, in between the Rabi crops and the Kharif, this is Rabi, okay, now it is harvesting is in from summer, April to June. Now important crops are wheat, barley, peas, grams, and mustard. And let's see the countries, sorry, the states. Okay, the states are not there. The states I told you here. The states are Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh. Let's do Kharif now. Okay, now Kharif crops are grown on the onset of monsoon, that is June, July. Okay, and the crops are harvested in September, October. Fine. Main crops are paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, Tamil Nadu, Bengal, and Odisha. Assam is called, or West Bengal, it is called Aman. and Odisha it is called Boro. So in here you can see in the map here we have that is the I'm sorry, I had lost connection. Sorry, I had lost my connection. Are you all with me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are talking about Z crops. So this is between Rabi and Kharif season. Okay, so between the Rabi and Kharif season, and there is a short season during the summer months known as the Z season in the month of March to July. Okay, what is grown between this? This is in Z we grow watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables, and fodder crops. Okay, that is maize. Okay, now let's talk about the major crops in India. The major crops we have rice, wheat, millet, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, and jute. Okay, so mainly we'll talk about rice. Okay, now rice is a staple food crop and means we are the largest consumer of rice. Okay, we have rice almost every day, and our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. Okay, now rice requires high temperature, that is 25 degrees centigrade, and high humidity with annual rainfall of 100 centimeter. Okay, whenever we are going to compare crops, we are going to talk about the temperature, the humidity level, and the rainfall. Next, we are going to talk about the rice cultivation is predominantly practiced in the regions with abundant rainfall because it needs above 100 centimeter for rainfall and reliable water sources. So rice is grown on the plains of north and eastern India, coastal areas, and deltic region. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about. Okay, so here in the map of India, if you are, you can see also in this region in your book also, and just mark the major rice growing areas are here. Okay. Okay, now development of delta region. Now development of dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells have made it possible to grow rice in areas with of less rainfall such as Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Rajasthan also. But it is mainly grown in plains of North and Northeastern India. Okay. Next, we are going to talk about wheat. Okay, now wheat is the second most important cereal crop. Everybody is eating. Everybody in our country, mostly all over the world, wheat is eaten as bread. Okay, or we use roti, and it is a main food crop in north and northwestern part of the country. Mostly in Punjab, they eat roti first, okay, and then they will have rice if they want to. But wheat is, that is because they have the main crop is wheat. Okay, this rabi crop requires cool growing season and a bright sunshine at the time of ripening. Fine, it requires 50 to 75 centimeter of annual rainfall, evenly distributed around over the growing season. There are two important wheat growing zones in the country, that is the Ganga Satluj plains, okay, and the black soil region of the Deccan. Now, major wheat growing states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan. Okay, this is how the wheat crop looks like. Okay, if you all see the picture. Next, we are going to do, okay, now this is the wheat producing states, that is in orange. You can see the northern plains here. Next, we're going to talk about millets. Okay, millet is also known as the coarse grains. Okay, and their main millets are jowar, ragi, and bajra, and they have high nutritional values. First, we'll talk about jowar. Okay, now jowar is the third most important food crop with respect to area and production. It is a rain-fed crop, mostly grown in the moist areas, which hardly needs irrigation. Means it needs very less irrigation. Okay. Now, most jowar producing states are Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. Right? Okay, let's move on to bajra. Okay, now bajra grows well on the sandy soils and the shallow black soil. Okay, most producing states are, major producing states are Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Haryana. Okay. Now the third we have is ragi. Okay, now ragi is a very valuable crop. It is very rich in iron, calcium. Mostly people, when they are going on a diet, or they are looking for a healthy diet, they go for ragi. Okay, it is very rich in iron, calcium, and micronutrients and roughage. Okay, ragi is a crop of dry region and grows well on red, black, sandy, loamy, and shallow black soil. Just try and remember these. Okay, and the major ragi producing states are Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand, Arunachal Pradesh. Everybody understand so far? Anybody has any doubt, any questions? Dharia? All clear? Sumuk? All clear? Aryan? Everything clear? Okay, fine. Okay. So we'll move on to maize. Okay. Now maize is most of you we like to eat corn. Okay, you can. It is not only used. It is used to both as food and fodder. Fodder means we feed our cattle also. Okay, the cows, and we feed our cattle also. So they also use animals also eat maize. So it is a kharif crop which requires temperature between 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade and grows well in old alluvial soil. And in some states like Bihar, maize is grown in rabi season also. Okay, and use of modern inputs such as HYV, high yielding seeds are and fertilizers and irrigation have contributed to the increased production of maize, because it is now it is selling commercially. Okay, the major maize producing states are Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. Okay. Now, another major crops we have pulses. Okay, that is urad dal, moong dal, masoor dal, peas, gram. Okay, okay, black gram. We have green grams. Okay, so let's talk about these. The pulses. So India is the largest producer as well as the consumer. Okay, we are also we have kind of have dal every day in our daily food, and we are the because most of us are vegetarians, so we do have dal because it is a major source of protein in a vegetarian diet. So pulses need less moisture and survive even in dry conditions. Okay, and being leguminous crops, all these crops except arhar, they help in restoring soil. Okay, the fertility of the soil is restored. Okay, and restoring soil fertility by mixing nitrogen from the air, only except for arhar dal. Therefore, these are grown in rotation with other crops. Major pulses producing states in India are Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Karnataka. Right? Okay. Now we have food crops other than grains, that is rice, wheat, maize, pulses. Other than these, we have sugarcane, we have oil seeds, we have tea, we have coffee, we have horticulture. Horticulture, what is horticulture? Anybody has any idea? What do we mean by horticulture? What These are fruits and vegetables. Okay, horticulture. Okay, so we are going to talk about sugarcane. Let me see if I'm missing anybody. Anything that I have not gone through. We have done jowar, bajra, ragi, wheat, millets, pulses. Okay, now let's talk about sugarcane. Fine. Okay, now sugarcane, it is a tropical as well as a subtropical crop, and the temperature required is 21 to 27 degrees centigrade, and an annual rainfall of 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. This also needs a lot of rain. So irrigation is required in the regions of low rainfall. Okay, now India is the second largest producer of sugar only after Brazil. Sugarcane. Okay, so that's why we have good quality of sugar. Okay, and many and it is sweet. Okay, so it is a main source of sugar, good, that is jaggery, khandasari, and molasses. The major sugarcane producing states are Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana and Bihar. Okay. Okay, now we are also producing good amount of oil seeds, and these are groundnut oils, these because these are a cooking medium also. Okay, and these are groundnuts, mustard, coconut, sesame, okay, soybean, castor seeds, cotton seeds, okay, linseeds, and we have sunflower seeds. Okay, let's talk about them. Okay, so oils in India, a wide variety of oilseeds are cultivated, such as okay, given it, and India is the third largest producer of oilseeds in the world after China and Canada. Okay, so we are the third when it comes to oilseeds. Most of these are edible and used as cooking mediums, and however, some of these are also used as raw materials in the production of soap and cosmetics. Okay, fine. So oil seeds in India, a wide variety of oil seeds are cultivated. Okay, we've done this. Okay, now let's talk about groundnut. Okay, that is groundnut. You can say peanut, right? So it is a kharif crop and accounts for about half of the major oil seeds produced in India. In 2018, India was the second largest producer of groundnut in the world after China. And 2019-20, Gujarat was the largest producer of groundnut, followed by Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Next, okay, let's talk about linseed, mustard, sesame, and castor oil. Though linseed and mustard are rabi crops. Okay, sesame is a kharif crop in north and rabi crop in South India. Castor seeds is grown both in rabi and kharif crop. Fine. Okay, we'll talk about tea in the next class. I hope you people are not sleeping. You're still awake, right? Aryan?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody? Yeah. Anybody has any question?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we will end our class, and I will request you all to please read the chapter. You need if you can make a chart or do something so that you can compare between the other types of crops. Okay, and I will send you all the questions after we finish the chapter. Okay, please read the chapter. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any question?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, then. Good night.
Good
Thank you,
night.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Good night.
Bye.